You ever heard of a unique selling proposition? Have you? Have you? Have you? Have you heard of it? Anyway, so if you haven't, well, welcome. Now you have, because I just said it, so that means that you definitely heard it because you're watching this. I can only assume that you heard it because you're watching this, and therefore now you've heard of it. So what is a USP? A unique selling proposition. See, first thing that we had to do was define who your perfect customer was, right? So you took a little time, provided that you actually listed me as your consultant, coach, whatever, mentor, whatever the fuck you want to consider me, right? Considering that you took a little time to do what I asked you to do and define your perfect customer, now we have to figure out what it is that's your unique selling proposition that allows what you do, the service you provide, or whatever it is, to really reach out and benefit that person. And so most people think, well, let's just use the case of a dentist. Hey, I help people's teeth. Right? Most people think as a dentist, oh, well, I just help people with their teeth, clean their teeth, whatever they need, dental shit, right? Whatever. But the truth is, you clean people's teeth because if not, they're going to get gingivitis, which means their gums are going to fall out, which means, their teeth are going to fall out, which means they're going to either have to get false teeth or go without ever having a significant other in their life again because nobody wants to date the toothless dude or woman, right? So you have to understand that what you're selling is a little bit deeper than just the surface. For example, with the loan officer program that I work with, and I'll refer to my business a lot because I think it's a great model for you to follow, and it's a great example for me to continue using. It's a real life example. I could use case studies of other people, but why not just talk about shit that's actually happened for me? That's what you want to know anyway, right? Just checking. Right? Just checking. So in my loan officer group, my unique selling proposition is I'm going to help you leverage technology in order to buy yourself more time and more business while doubling and tripling, more time and more freedom while doubling and tripling your business, right? That's my unique selling proposition because I understand the underlying problem is not that they want more deals, right? It's not that they want to make more money. It's that they want to figure out how to do more deals, more volume, make more money without having to spend more time in the office because a lot of, like I said in my perfect customer segment, they have significant others, they have kids, they have other things. Maybe it's just material possessions, they have whatever, right? They like to travel. Whatever it is, they want to spend with other things besides being married to their corporate job at the bank. And so I understand that. So it's not like I'm saying, hey, my program will help you get a lot more business. To a lot of people that fit into my mold, they're already busy. And to make them busier is not an attractive offer because they may not really want more money. That may not be what it is they want. They could be happy with their income level. They want to figure out how to fucking keep it and not work as much. That I provide a solution to. Solution number one, just in case you're wondering what the hell I do for an example for me, solution number one is let's find and market to people that have bigger loan amounts, right? So that you can do half the work, double the value, problem solved. Second thing is, what can we do with technology to leverage videos, written word, to take place of as many of those personal sales things that you're having to do? So how can we use video to replace the phone calls at your feet? How can we use email to replace all this other stuff that you're having to field so that we can free up your time to either do one of two things, spend with your family or prospect? See, because I know there's a lot more going on behind the surface. You know why? Because I've studied who it is that I can help. I understand, I eat, sleep, and breathe what it is that I can do for my customer. I know my unique selling proposition like the back of my hand. And it's not just the unique selling proposition. People say, oh, well, you need a headline. And you can. That's cool, right? That's cool. You can make it into one sentence. Or you can know what it is that you do and be able to spit it out like that. So for example, when you say, hey, what is your unique selling proposition? I help people who are already producing gain more time freedom and more income without having to, right? That was horrible, right? I help people. Hey, just being honest, no fucking second takes on this bitch either, right? We're just rolling forward with it because I just try to be as open and honest and real about how I do all this stuff as possible can. So back to the story here. I help people who are already producers leverage technology to be able to double and triple their business without having to put more time or hours into their business, right? So in other words, what I do is I help people make more money without having to fucking work as much as they're already working. That's what I specialize in, right? Now, like I said, I could show up and say, I help people make more money. They say more money probably equates to more work. I'm already fucking maxed out. There's no way it's going to work. But no, I understand that not only my client want more money, they want more time freedom as well. So I know that if I could solve both of those problems, then that would make me a very good entrepreneur, first of all. Second of all, it would make me empowered, confident, competent, and fucking cocky, to be honest with you, when it comes to sales too, because I know if they show up with those two problems, My USP's there, right? I know they're my perfect client, and I know that I have a USP that'll solve their problems, and I'll fight for them. I'll show up and close them because I'll fight for them believing that I can solve their problem, knowing that I can solve their problem, believing in their ability to take action. I'll fight for them harder than they'll even fight for their own families and stuff. And that's what we talk about when it comes to sales. When you want to serve on that level, the whole new option opens up because people can tell you. I asked my buddy Tim Sherback, he's a member of my Hardcore Closer Mastermind Tribe. He's not a loan officer or a real estate agent. I asked him, I said, man, what made you want to join us? And he said, man, when I met you, you fucking showed up, and I knew out of all the gurus, all the salespeople I've talked to, I knew that you actually cared if I win or not. Yes, you were more expensive than the rest of the guys, but I knew that you fucking cared and you weren't just going to take my money and then just let me hang. And it's true. It's true. I'm always there for every one of my clients, and you need to be as well. The sale happens when you get the commission check. You know, you get repeat business, you get referrals, and you get a continued relationship after the fact in the follow-up, right? It's not like you just close somebody. Like in this, you're going to get emails from me. I'm going to give you free bonuses, all sorts of different cool shit over the next few years, assuming that you never unsubscribe from this email list, all because I want to go above and beyond. Just because you entered your credit card and bought this program doesn't mean our relationship stops. Hopefully some of you will watch this and want to reach out to me and do business on a higher level with some human interaction with me. See, I'm always thinking big because I've got my USP design down and I know who I can help, and I'm 100,000,000% confident that I can bring what it needs to bring when it comes to the heat for the people that sign up with me. And you have to be the same exact way. You have to be the same exact way. And the only way to do that is define your perfect customer, define your unique selling proposition, figure out what it is that you do that's not the surface. You know, I help people get a mortgage. Nobody wants a fucking mortgage. People want a house because they have a wife that's pregnant and they're going to have another kid. They're limited on space, job upgrade, job downgrade, relocation. There's always something else, credit card debt. There's something else that makes a person want to pack up out of a house and move into another box, right? People don't just say, I'm going to fucking yell at my family and put everything I own into a few boxes and piss everybody. Nobody does that. You have to understand your USP needs to reach that underlying issue and solve it. And then once you know that you can solve that over and over again because you designed your perfect customer, it's fuck power, baby. So the next video, you're going to watch Catch. It's going to be a doozy. That's where the magic all comes together. So you're almost done with Module 1. You got one more video coming. Actually, the next, it's not a video, it's audio you're going to listen to. There's several of them. Make sure you listen to all of them because this Catch selling program is what's going to arm you with the sales conversation, the word tracks that I promised you that you would get as a part of this before we move on to the next part. So thank you for your dedication to these videos so far, and let's roll.